Passive income is bull. Getting rich quick is also BS. But building scalable income online, that's completely real. My name is Reimer, and I've personally sold over $2 million in the last 2 years chatting with complete strangers on Facebook. And I do it between meetings, on the back of my boat, or even when I'm at the firehouse. You think you would need a big audience or some fancy funnel to make money online. But the truth is, it's so simple that most people find it boring. This is what I call the two-engine business model. I've taught this boring model to many of my clients, and even complete beginners started making $5,000, $10,000, and one $50,000 a month using exactly what I'm going to show you. I'm going to break it down step by step so you can copy exactly what I do. And just so we're clear up front, I'm not selling you a course. I'm going to break down the entire two-engine business model completely for free right here. All I ask, if you find this valuable, hit the like button and drop a comment below. It helps the algorithm, and I promise I'll respond to your comment. Now, I know what you're thinking. This won't work for me. I only have a very small audience on Facebook. Well, my good friend Pat had 6,000 followers and generated $1 million in his first year. So maybe you don't need 6,000. Would 100,000 be okay with you? Yeah, see, most people make the mistake of the little audiences aren't big enough to make big money. I'm telling you, it's all about following the two-engine process. And if you want to follow along and actually build this with me, click the link in the bio to sign up for my free high-level exclusive offer. You get 30 days free trial, access to my coaching, all my assets, my private school group, and we even do free setup to ensure your success. But more on that later. Let's show you the two-engine business model. So what is this two-engine biz model that I'm talking about anyway? It comes down to this. Everybody wants to get rich. I want that for you more than you'll ever know. To do that, we got to focus on two areas. Engine number one, the magnet. Engine number two, the money. Here is why this is so important to make money online. Most people don't have a way to attract their perfect buyers. They don't understand what kind of content they should put out. They don't know what they should say. They get in their head. They struggle. They don't even have an audience. I know many people that are broke. They don't know how to do the money part. They don't know how to have an offer. They don't figure out the best way to get somebody to part with their money in a way that feels ethical and logical and simple. But if you don't follow these 4 stages, the model won't work for you. So let me break down all 4 stages step by step. Stage 1, find your perfect buyer. You can't sell anything until you identify who you're going to sell to. It's kind of funny looking back, but I was in my 20s. I thought my job was just to try to find anybody that would want to buy. I'd talk to people, send emails, create Facebook ads, AdWords, really pretty much anything, and nobody would buy from me. Then I realized I spent a lot of time trying to convince people that were never going to buy, people that didn't have a budget. They didn't matter in the first place. They didn't have the problem I was helping them with. So the first thing you have to do is to get really clear on solving a specific problem for somebody who has it. Here's my philosophy, and this is different than anything you've heard about ideal customer profiles, also known as ICP. If you can describe your buyer's pain better than they can explain it to you, you'll win their business. Hit rewind, play that again, listen to what I just said, let it sink in. If you can define, can you explain, can you walk somebody through the pain they're feeling in a way that they couldn't even verbalize, you'll become the person who gets permission to help them. Who can you help? My philosophy is you're best equipped to help somebody that you once were. A great example are fitness coaches that have transformed their life, their energy, their mindset. They're going to the gym, they're eating proper nutrition, and they have this passion to want to see other people do that themselves. Those are the best people to help other people. Folks that went through massive pain, massive challenges, major setbacks, worked their way through, got a result, and now want to teach other people. So if you're asking yourself, who can I help? Help other people like you. Help other people solve the problem that you faced and figured it out. It doesn't matter if you create a course that they buy, or you build a blueprint to help them go through it, or you do it for them, or you build a tool that they will buy where they can do it themselves. At the end of the day, you want to find people where you can empathize with their pain because you've been there before. That's the best. The truth is, if you solve a big enough pain, you will get paid in proportion to the problem you solve. So when I think about how to truly communicate that I understand the customer, I ask myself, what are their goals? Sometimes unexpressed goals. What are their dreams? Things they think about but haven't told other people. What blocks them from taking action? What fears do they have? What keeps them up at night? What do they Google to solve problems? If I can talk about these things, then I become the expert. And remember, if you want to build this alongside me, the link in the bio gets everything you need. Free 30-day trial, free coaching, free setup. All right. Now, the next stage is creating content. Now that you know who you're selling to, you need to create content that attracts them. This is engine number one, the magnet. The goal of content is very simple. Attract your perfect buyer and repel everyone else. Right off the bat, everyone's freaking out because they're like, what kind of content do I shoot? I'm gonna break it down into a 3-letter acronym. It's called PSL. No, it doesn't stand for pumpkin spice latte. It stands for point, story, lesson. See, you got this magical device in your pocket that you can use to record and create content that has the possibility of going viral. Here's how to do it. Step 1, the point. The point is the problem that your perfect buyer is struggling with around the problem you solve for them. For example, one of the points that's going to come up is, hey, how do I get my team to adopt AI? So I say, are you a health practitioner struggling to get your team to adopt AI? The other day I was talking to a client and this was plaguing them because they were like, I use it every day, but I've got 12 other people on my team that I can't get to seem to figure out how to get them to do it. Step number 2, the story. For the next 30 days, everyone's going to be encouraged to use ChatGPT. And at the end of those 30 days, you're going to sit down and look at all their prompt history. And the person that used it the most is going to get a $500 gift certificate to a restaurant of their choice. Step 3, the lesson. I know it sounds like a lot of money, but when you get everybody on board to want to win it, you get a whole team that just magically gets upgraded. So the lesson is, if you want to get people to adopt AI, you have to motivate, encourage, and reward them for doing the right behaviors. Why does this work? First, stories are like glue for remembering anything. Second, the story format can be anything. Something that happened to you, something you read about, a client story, anything. If you don't have that, use a metaphor. Metaphors are incredible. Third, the lesson is all about being practical. It's actionable. When we start to get a result, we start building trust, and you can get a ton of results in their life before ever giving you $1. You become their trusted advisor. But I know what you're thinking. When do I make this content and what do I make it about? Here's why you go to ChatGPT. Here's the prompt. Act as a world-class marketer. I want you to create content for your niche around their challenges, what you solve for them. Create a list of 25 ideas for content I could create using the format, point, story, lesson. Then I want you to go to social media, find people who have massive audiences that are creating content with these points, these concepts, and watch their ideas. It's called pre-validated concepts. If I see somebody that has an outlier on their video and they're talking about something relevant, I can interrupt that. Don't copy. Use that as inspiration. Then create your version with your story, your lesson, but their point. See, that way it's your perspective, and if everybody just shared their unique stories, their points of view, then everybody would be attracting their perfect buyers. Now, I want to challenge you. Make a commitment to me right now. For the next 100 days, shoot one video using the PSL framework every day, post them on Facebook Reels, Facebook Stories, and in Facebook groups. Huge, huge, huge. That's how you build the magnet. And listen, if you want this exact template I'm showing you, it's included when you sign up through the link in my bio. You get my complete snapshot and we'll set it up for you for free. Stage 3, be social. All right, this thing blows my freaking mind. I have clients that are in dozens of Facebook groups with thousands and 10,000s of potential buyers and have never considered messaging them. I know you're like, what? How would they have all these people following them, leads, opportunities, conversations to potentially serve somebody, and you're telling me they never message them? No, they make up reasons. Well, why would I message them? They follow me for this, but I want to sell them that, blah, blah, blah. Well, funny is most business owners, when you ask them, why are you growing? They say, well, I don't have enough leads. And what's crazy there is there's no lack of people that you could sell to. It's just because you don't know what to say to them and get them to buy. Can we all agree that social media is about being social? Can we agree that if you have an opportunity to talk to somebody that you might be able to help, that's probably a good idea? Some will say, I don't have the time to chat with everyone. How am I supposed to do that? Well, here's the system I use, and it works very well. Step 1, identify who to message. Join 5 to 10 Facebook groups where your perfect buyers hang out. Then go through the groups and identify the people who ask questions relating to the problem you solve. Share their struggles in posts or comments. Fit your perfect buyer profile. Step 2, start the conversation. Just don't pitch them, just start a conversation. Hey John, I saw you commented on my post about XYZ. I'm curious, are you dealing with their pain point in your business? That's it, just ask a question. Step 3, listen and diagnose. This is where people screw up every single time. They immediately try to sell them something and pitch them an offer. Don't do that. Listen, ask more questions, diagnose their problem. Tell me more about that. How long has this been going on? What have you tried so far? The next step, step 4, offer to help. Once you understand their problem and you know you can help, then you offer. Based on what you just told me, John, I think I could help you with that. Would you be open to a quick call to see if we're a good fit, perhaps? That's it. That's the whole system. And I've done this thousands and thousands of times. I've sold 2 million using this exact process in Facebook groups. And if you're thinking, I want to do this, just know that when you click the link in the bio and sign up for HighLevel, I'm going to personally help you get this set up. We do a free setup for everyone who joins through my link. Stage 4, very, very important, close a deal. This is engine number 2, the money. Now that you've created content that attracts your perfect buyer and you've started conversations with them, it's time to close the deal. Here is my 4-step process for closing deals in DMs. Step 1, diagnose the problem. Think about it like a doctor. A person came in and said, hey, I have a pain in my knee. And you go, interesting, tell me more about the situation. Then you touch them here, touch them there, you push there, all of a sudden you get to tell them, well, the pain in your knee is caused because your hips are too tight and you have this muscle called the scius, and you press on the scius and you loosen that up, the pain in your knee will go away. That's what my doctor told me a while ago. This is when we build a ton of authority and you'll be in a position for them to buy. Get them in the buy zone. That's step number 2. If you think about it, some people come into your chat and they have no confidence in their ability to solve the problem. These are people that are scared. I'm not going to solve this and I'm really concerned. And it's not even that they don't trust you, they don't trust themselves. Then you have people on the other side of the buyer zone. It's all about having too much confidence. They come in and say, yo, you know what to do. I don't think I need you because I'm pretty cool. I don't think I need anybody to help me. Those people you need to bring back into the center. The way we do that is we ask them questions to reframe. The person that comes in and says something like this, yeah, I made 10 million last year. Your question to them is, did you make any profit? Did you raise money from investors? How much did you pay out in affiliates? So you have to know what the questions are to get the person back to being connected to the pain. That's the buying zone. For somebody that has no confidence, you have to let them know, I love that you're concerned. People like you are the ones that do the best in this program because when you show up, they're willing to do the work. And I have a hard time if somebody's making a lot of money coming in trying to solve a problem because I can't get their time and attention. You're personally situated to be the best person to work with me. That's what we do to reframe people that don't have the confidence or have too much to get into the center of the buying zone. Step 3, present the offer. The offer has to be designed to alleviate all their objections. I literally keep it so simple. When I show you and tell you how I do it, you're going to be like, nah, that's impossible. 6 million sold myself with my fingers chatting with strangers on Facebook. I literally have notes filed on my phone where I copy and paste the offer in the chat. It fits exactly in one message. Here's the offer. It's clear. It's concise. It doesn't confuse anybody. I see people over and over again send these long-winded, complicated things, confuse buyers, they don't buy. If you try to overwhelm them with bells and whistles and features, they just won't buy. They just want to trust that you can address exactly what you said to them when the challenges based on your background, experience, and other clients you've worked with. Step 4, get the credit card. I can't tell you how often people complicate getting the money. If they say, I'm in, you say, cool, Do you want me to grab the link? Then they go, oh no, let me talk to my partner. Now you have a real objection. Be ready to take a credit card at all times. When they say, yeah, sounds like a plan, you say, perfect. Which card do you want to put that on? What way do you want to make payment? Ask for the order. Have a Stripe link ready to go that you could send over chat. I've sat on the back of my boat fishing, chatting, and then sending links. And that's while I'm out there fishing. I'm getting payments for people that want my help. It can be that simple. It's just the truth that people want to overcomplicate it. Have a Stripe link ready to go to accept payments so then when they're ready to buy, you don't make it hard on them. All right, let me recap the 2-engine business model. Engine number 1, the magnet. Stage 1, find your perfect buyer. Stage 2, create the content using the PSL, point, story, lesson, method. Engine number 2 is the money. Stage 3, be social, start conversations in your DMs. Stage 4, close the deal, diagnose, buy zone, offer, credit card. The way we win online is very simple. Create content that is valuable, that is useful, that educates, that inspires, that helps other people solve problems. And then while you're doing that, engage with them, talk to them, see if there's any ways that you can help them further. Even if you can't, recommend someone who can. If you become the person that is their trusted advisor, then you will have the opportunity to serve them. Think that is the highest form of building an online business that makes you money. This allows you to live that lifestyle you've been after, or freedom, or travel, or other experiences. But it requires you to put your fears aside and go all in for 30 days, posting videos and talking to people. All right, if you're ready to launch the 2-engine business model, here's what to do next. First thing, smash the like button, drop a comment below right now. Let me know you're committed to the 100-day challenge. I read each and every comment. I will be responding right back to you. Second, click the link in my bio right now to sign up for your HighLevel account with my exclusive offer. Here's everything you get when you sign up with me. Free 30-day trial, not a 14-day trial like others. You're going to get free setup. That's right. We set up your entire system for you to ensure your success. You don't have to figure it out alone. The next thing is you get my free coaching. I offer 3 personal coaching calls every single week where you can shoot me questions, ask me anything, troubleshoot issues, get feedback on your content, review your DM strategy, whatever you need. Full 1-hour consultation with me to map out your perfect buyer, create your PSL content plan, and build your DM closing script. Lifetime access to my private school community with over $30,000 worth of free assets there for you. Content templates, snapshots, DM scripts, offer frameworks, training modules, everything you could ever want or need. And if you're brand new here, subscribe and hit that notification bell because I drop new videos each and every week on building online businesses, content strategies, and real systems that help you build reoccurring revenue in 2026. This is the future of making money online, and you could be the one who gets ahead of it while everyone else is still trying to figure it out. Thank you so much for watching. Now go post your first PSL video and start messaging people today.